Good morning, everyone, and welcome back for day 5 of the Christmas countdown. Oh, what a day I had yesterday. It took me a long time to do yesterday's project. Toby was being a real pain, and I wasn't prepared when I came to the table. So, the video, before it was edited, was like 58 minutes long. And then when I went to transfer from the camera to the computer, the file was too big and it wouldn't do it. So now I'm in a panic. I'm like, I do not want to refilm that video. It took a long time. So I had to YouTube how to use iMovie on the iPhone because I don't edit on my phone. I put everything to the computer and do it from there. That's what I'm used to, and that threw me for a loop yesterday. And what I needed to do was cut the video in half to make 2 smaller files to get it to transfer over. So I found a video that was helpful, was able to do it. I get it transferred over. I go in and cut out all the parts that I didn't want, sped up the parts, so we can just get through it a little quicker, and tell it to process and finalize. I go to upload it to YouTube, and I realize, oh no, I forgot to add the music to the sped up parts. So I had to cancel the upload and re-edit. It was a very long day yesterday. Anyways, that's kind of like a me issue, but it was so frustrating. I was like in panic mode when it wouldn't transfer from the iPhone over to the computer. And I haven't had that problem in a long time. So I knew kind of what the issue was, but I didn't know how to fix it. I do now. We're going to hit the stop button and pause the video every now and then so we don't have that problem in case I run long trying to get everything put together. Okay, so we have another free pattern today, and this one is a baby penguin. And before you go, oh no, this one's a little different. It is not your typical egg-shaped penguin. It has a little form to it, and that's what caught my eye about it. It has a little neck, and it just, I don't know, I think it's cute. Now, it calls for Bernat blanket, but I don't have the colors for that. I have very little Bernat blanket. I only use it for, like, the loveys, So I'm going to use Premier Basics Chenille Brights. And you need black, white, gray, and orange. It says a 5mm hook, but I'm going to use my 6. Calls for 8mm safety eyes. Seems kind of small, but we'll see when we get there. And, the typical yarn needle, scissors, stuffing, stitch marker, what have you. This pattern is by Squishy Moo Moos, and it is a free one on Instagram. So what I'm going to do today, because I had a request to show how to do color changes, and this is a perfect pattern for it because the feet are bobble stitches and it's a different color. And what they requested was, like, if you're just changing colors in the middle of a round when you have to do a bobble stitch in a different color. So that's what we're going to do. And this is a no-sew pattern, so that's even better, other than like stitching on the little beak and closing the hole. So what do you guys think? You in for a penguin? Let me show you see how he's got a little bit of shape? That's what caught my eye. So we're going to try Squishy Moo Moo's pattern. It's only 12 rounds, so it shouldn't be too bad. So every now and then, when I get to the color changes, I'm going to aim the camera like it's a tutorial. So, just to help out this person. It's like, ooh, Merry Christmas. All right, so we're going to start with black. So, like I said, I have black, gray, orange, and white. This one is 9 single crochets in the magic ring. So I might have to try and do that on this one because 9's a bit much for the chain 2. Not a problem. All right. And then we do increases if we can see our stitch. Marking my stitch this time because I can't see. Make sure I don't miss anything. I love the look of projects with black yarn, but I don't like the struggle of trying to find the stitch. Now let's count and see if we got them all. I should have 18. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, cool. We have 18. Okay, so this next round has color changes, so I'm going to change the camera angle. Okay, so when I get to my stitch where there's a color change, I pull up my loop a little, and then I come back to, and I know black is the worst color to do this. So you have your 2 parts of your stitch there. This one would be the top of your stitch. This is like the leg of the stitch. So you're going to put your hook in, grab your next color, and pull it through. Okay, so it says we want 2 in white. So I do 1, 2, and I do go over top of my tail. So now pull that one back out, snug it up a little, and we need to bring that back through. So the stitch, your hook goes through that part of the stitch. And because it's only 2 stitches, I'm going to carry my yarn. A lot of times I cut and tie. So I pull that back through. We do 1. Pull this one down, snug up that stitch a little. Go through those 2. And we want 2 in white. 1, 2, snug that stitch up a little, go through the legs, bring on our black, and finish the round in black. Round 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Color change time. To bring my white over. Now, when I carry it over like this, I give it a little slack, and I like to work over top of it so I don't have a lot of floppiness underneath. Okay, so we should have 6. 1. See how I'm going over top of this? 2. 3. 4. 5. And 6. There will always be some color bleed through. If you don't like the color bleed through, you can go back and, with your yarn needle and stitch over top of it. Like, I'm going to take this little tail and come through. Let's see if I can hide that. It's a little better. All right, so then back to black. Now that one's a little far. I think I'm going to cut that one. And 6 of these. You guys, when I put the camera back to this angle, I forgot to hit record. So I did a couple rounds without you. I'm sorry, I'm not undoing it. So what I'm doing now is taking the white off because it's no longer needed. And I'm going to tie up my ends and yeah. Well, anyways, so I hope for the person who asked about the color change, I do not remember your name off the top of my head. I am so sorry. I hope that was helpful. But there are like a bazillion ways of doing it. That one just happens to be, I think, one of the easier ways and is usually one of the cleaner ways. But sometimes, you get some color bleed through. And that's just it's a simple little fix. Just go back through and, do some top stitching if it really bothers you. Some people it doesn't bother. Sometimes it bothers me. Sometimes it does not. So, like for example, on here, I have that one little spot. I will probably top stitch over that. And I have a tail right there to do it with. So I am going to try and hide that little bead through. A little better. We'll see. We might have to go back after it's all said and done. Okay, so now that was round 6 is complete. We need to insert the eyes between rounds 4 and 5, 3 stitches apart. Now it said to use 8mm. I think 8mm might be just a little too small. 12s might be too big. I might have to get up and get the 10s. Let me see. We're going to go with the 12s. Kind of looks mean at the moment. Did I not get them far enough apart? We'll see. We will see. So I'm looking at the picture of the cute little face. And, well, it has a mouth on it already. And mine doesn't look that cute. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and embroider the beak. We don't need that much orange, just a tiny bit. And between the eyes. I can already tell I'll be doing some top stitching. Okay, so with the little beak, he still kind of looks a little mean. We'll see. Okay, so now we're changing the body color to gray. At least it's going to be a color I'm going to be able to see what I'm doing. That's exciting. And we're working in the front loop only. And we're also doing the wing on this round. Okay, so we should have 4 increases in the front loop. Now the wing. Okay, so chain 3, second chain from the hook, and then a half, slip stitch back into the same spot. Okay, then 5 increases. Okay, so I need to adjust where my wing is going to land, I think. Well, let me try it where it says and see. But it looks like I might have to adjust it. I could be wrong, though. Yes, I need to adjust that second wing. Let's see, can you tell? It's a little further back. You wouldn't think that a little thing like tension would affect that. Let's see if this comes out any better. And then, of course, are you yarn under or yarn over? So because I'm yarn under, my tension is very tight. So I guess it shifts a little bit more. I don't know. Do you think they teach a crochet science class? Let's see. Nope. Nope. Take it out and do it back the way the pattern said, because now that put it in front. Put it in front of its face. Good thing this stuff frogs well, because, you know, the parfait and the others like that do not frog well at all. So the only other adjustment that I could do is on the first wing instead of the second wing. But let me do the next round, and see what happens. Okay, so 2 rounds, round 8 and 9 of 24. Just tie off my ends here. You guys, I'm sitting here doing increases. What is my problem? Oh, I think it's the heat. I'm not home alone today, so I have to be kind to others that get cold easily. That was much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think my stitch count is off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Nope, it's right. I just can't count. See, we all have these kind of days. I hope it's not just me anyways. One more round. This time it is off. I skipped a stitch somewhere. And 24. We got it right that time. Hang on a second. It really stinks when you're getting older. Okay, let's stuff the head. So I already got quite a bit of stuffing in it from all my ends. And see, oh, that's better. Let's see how it's gonna look. He's looking pretty sweet. All right. So in this next round, we are going to be adding the feet, which is a color change bobble. So I'll be changing the camera angle again. And let's do it. The bobble stitch is the foot on this penguin, and I like to have a clean color change on this. So I finish my stitch, and then I make a slip knot and start my bobble. Now I'm going to work over top of that gray. So that slip knot is kind of like your yarn over. That's 2. So you don't count that one. 3. Come through. Nope. 3, one more, 4. Now to finish my bobble, I'm going to drop my orange, get my gray, and pull my gray back through. And then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna try it. Okay, so I tie my 2 orange ends so my bobble does not come loose. And then we'll do the other one. So you make the slip knot. That becomes your yarn over. Gonna work over top of your gray working yarn and go through the stitch. So 1, I think my leg is gonna be off center. 2, 3, and 4. Yes, he is. Okay, so take the orange out. Well, I play this game all the time with the bobbles for these feet. And we start over. One, 2, 3, 4, drop my orange, pick up my gray, pull it through. That looks much better. And finish off the round in single crochet. Okay, so I hope that those color changes were helpful for you. Now we're on to round 11, and it is 12 decreases. I am really liking this. I might have to make a couple more. I like it because it is not the typical egg shape, that it actually has some form to it. And I've lost count and didn't put my stitch marker in. But I know I'm supposed to end up with 12, so. And I'm getting close to the back. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is so hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One more. Okay. And now it's time to stuff the body. Oh, this thing is so sweet looking. Even with my little bit of struggle in this video, I like this penguin. He is really cute. So, who are you? Squishy Moo Moo, you did a great job on this. All right, so now we do 6 decreases and close up the bottom. And then see if we want to do any top stitching to cover up any bleed through. And it'll be done. This type of yarn takes some getting used to. It's very hard to see the stitches. Put just a little bit more stuffing in here. Just a little. Sew them closed. I really only see 2 spots that have some bleed through, but I do want to fix it. I just like that cleaner look. But if you don't mind the color bleeding through, you don't have to. There he is. Isn't that just the sweetest little baby penguin? I like him a lot. I think I am going to make some more of these. He would not come out very big and parfait chunky. He would be very, very small because he is, I do not have my tape measure here, but he's like maybe 3 inches tall. But he's a sweet little penguin. And like I said, I like it because it has shape. You know, it's got like a neck. It's not your typical egg shape mini bird, but he is cute, and he probably doesn't take that long, especially if you don't make mistakes like I did. All right, you guys, that is day 5's countdown to Christmas video, and we will see you back here again tomorrow for day 6.